Good morning, friends. How are you? So I am streaming live in our oil community on Facebook. I'm also streaming live on Instagram. So I'm going to give everyone a few seconds to get on. I am so excited. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the second product in the Metapower line, which is the Assist. And I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. Already I got some feedback from yesterday's day one about this being difficult. I promise you I'm doing a bonus session on Monday morning about routines, lifestyle, habits, and putting this all together. It's going to be easy. It's going to be seamless. You won't have to do anything extra in your life to be able to get this done and to feel the transformation. Okay, so let's get started. So Metapwr Assist is a capsule that is meant to be taken before your meals. And it was developed by doTERRA clinical and medical scientists to crush the normal range blood sugar spikes. So what happens is when we eat, our body converts that food into energy, and then we get spikes of glucose up and down, like a roller coaster. The more you eat, the more sugars you eat, the more your blood sugar level spikes. And that's what ages our cells. And so what the Metapwr Assist is designed to do is to help even out those glucose levels throughout the day. So instead of having these big crashes of waves, you have more of these calm waves. I don't know about you, I am a beach person, and I prefer the nice calming waves as opposed to the crashing waves. My kids will probably disagree with you, but that's okay. This is about us now, right? So I just have some notes here. I'm going to read from my notes because I don't want to forget anything important, and I want to be able to say everything accurately. So the Metapwr Assist was formulated to help you sustain metabolic health. And so the way we take it is you could take 10, 15, 20 minutes before your biggest meal. That is the best way to take it. So yesterday, for example, I had a yogurt for lunch, which was very easy. I didn't take one, but I knew for dinner, my husband was making his homemade pizza. So because I knew that was going to be my biggest meal, it was a carb-heavy meal, I decided to take the Assist right before I had the pizza. And I have to tell you, I felt great afterwards. I didn't feel sleepy. I didn't feel any crashing. I didn't feel any increase, like super increased energy or anything like that. So if you want to, and let's say you're having a big breakfast, you have a breakfast meeting or a lunch meeting and a dinner meeting or something like that, you're able to take two. And if you take two of the Assists, we call you guys super users. But we're going to talk about more of that later. So how the Metapwr Assist works. So it's not just important to know when to take it, it's also important to know why it is so effective and why doTERRA is so proud of this product. So the Metapwr Assist contains mulberry leaf extract, which slows down the absorption of all types of carbs and promotes healthy regulation of normal range of blood sugar. So what this does, the mulberry leaf extract slows down the digestion of carbs. So when our body digests carbs and takes it into the bloodstream, that's when we have our spikes of our glucose levels. So what the mulberry extract does, actually slows it down so the carbs stay in your system longer, and it actually levels out your glucose levels, which I think is pretty amazing. So this way your body doesn't burn up or take in all that energy all at once and we have that spike, but it actually kind of regulates it. So imagine like a rainstorm, you can get the same amount of rain over a 5-minute period, or you can get the same amount of rain in over 2 hours. I'd rather have the rain over 2 hours. So this way my basement doesn't get flooded. I have time to take care of myself and my family, whatever the case may be. So that's just how the blood sugar works as well. So the Immuno sugars of the mulberry extract within the digestive enzymes that metabolize the carbohydrates. So there's something inside the mulberry extract that helps to take in the energy from the carbohydrates. Okay, and this interaction slows down the digestion of the carbs, thereby slowing down the delivery of glucose into the bloodstream. And that's what we want to do. We want to slow down the glucose into our bloodstream. The more and the faster the glucose goes into our bloodstream, the higher, again, those spikes. And again, we want to avoid those spikes in our blood sugar levels. Okay, so I'm going to show you And so why is it important to optimize our blood sugar levels? And so everybody's been asking, what's so important about it? What's so important about it? So blood sugar levels are amongst the most significant health markers. These levels naturally fluctuate, right, depending on what we eat and also our activity patterns. Some people have excessively high and low peaks and dips and valleys into their blood sugar. And so that's what causes some people's insulin to go into overdrive. That's what causes some people to get, diabetes. And so we want to avoid that at all possible costs. Okay. So when we support our blood sugar levels, it's a key in maintaining healthy organic function, right? So it helps our bodies to function better. It helps it to move faster, move easier. You don't get that high of the sugar spike. You don't get that low of, oh my God, I'm ready to fall asleep, which many of us feel after lunch, right? We eat a big lunch and then we're like crashing after lunch. We're at our desk and we're like, oh my God, I need a cup of coffee, right? So you can wake up because you're so tired from lunch. And that's because you had an increase in your blood sugar levels. And then after you have that cup of coffee, now you're craving something sweet. You want that sweetness, whether it's that piece of cake or that donut or anything. And so there you go. You go back into the blood sugar level spikes because now you had your coffee, probably with creamer, probably with sugar. So do you see how all this is now turning into like an avalanche of things that are happening with your body? And so we're trying to avoid all that. Okay. So a few ways to be able to even out and level out your blood sugar level is to have a whole food diet, regular exercise, so moving your body every day are two of the best ways to do that. Okay. But considering there was research done and they showed that 6.8% of Americans have optimal metabolic health, which means the other 93.2% of us do not. And that's very scary. I want to know that in a month from now, when I go to my doctor, I have an appointment in November, that I am part of that 6.8%. And I'm hoping that through this program, that more of us, and we can make that 6.8% into 7%, 8%, 9%, and 10%. And it is definitely doable. The studies have definitely shown that it's possible. Okay, and then lastly, yeah, that's really it. So the Metapower Assist, just to recap some 4 of the biggest things for Metapower Assist, it decreases post-meal glucose spikes. So again, your glucose levels are going like nice calm waves at the beach instead of these crashing waves. It helps to reduce the absorption of simple carbohydrates. So again, the carbs don't get absorbed into your body as quickly. It actually delays the absorption of the simple carbohydrates, which we definitely want. It may support healthy blood sugar responses. So they did studies where for 2 weeks they were following participants and they had a continuous glucose monitor on them because they wanted to see what do their blood sugar levels look like. So they did 1 week without, so they ate a normal diet, 1 week without the Metapwr Assist, and their blood sugar levels, you can see, were spiking up and down, especially after breakfast, and there was a lull, and then again after lunch, a lull, and then again after dinner, or if they had a snack. By taking the Metapwr Assist, what they saw is this nice wave. And when we do this metabolic makeover class in a couple of weeks, we're going to show you the studies, we're going to show you the graphs, we're going to show you all the data that went behind developing this product and why it works. And lastly, it helps to stabilize your energy throughout the day. And so that's what we definitely want. We don't want these peaks and lows throughout our day. We want to feel nice and level. So that's it, my friends. That was day 2. That is all about the Metapwr Assist. Again, the most important takeaways to think about is about leveling out your blood sugar levels, giving you your energy back during the day, and the delay of digesting and absorbing those simple carbohydrates. So join me tomorrow morning as I come on and I talk about the powerhouse of the Metapower Advantage, which is the collagen. Okay, so enjoy your Saturday and I will talk to everyone later. Bye.